Hello, good afternoon. This is David Soto talking to you, and today I want to talk to you about time frames. All right, I had a lot of people message me and talk to me or ask me questions about what time frame do you trade on. Okay, and the truth is that there's multiple time frames, and you need to look at all the time frames. Okay, so when you first load MetaTrader, you always come to the default 1 hour H1. Alright, and what I like to do is kind of look at the H1 to see what the market has been doing whenever I load a chart. And we see right here that there's a H1 resistance and H1 support right here. Okay, so it's not a 100% solid support or solid resistance level, but pretty darn close. And basically, this is a range in which the price has been moving throughout the day. And typically the 1 hour, even the 4 hour chart is good for day-to-day trading if you're trading during the intraday trading. But if you want to look at the overall trend, you need to go to a larger time frame. Now if we look at this H1 here, we see that the price started way down here, and this is on July 31st. Today is August 10th. So you have a period here almost 2 weeks, but the price has been slowly going up. Alright, goes up and down, and then stays in this range for a little while, shoots up, stays in this range, and it shoots up again. It came down a little bit here, but shoots back up, and look at that, this harmonic pattern just came in. So if you follow this pattern, you see that it's slowly going up. And if you zoom out as far as it will go, right, you see the price has been going down, down, down. Now it's just kind of like moving sideways, but it's slowly going back up again. And we can kind of, even just based on this 1 hour chart, we can kind of guess that it's going to go back up, right? So if we look at the H4, kind of see the same thing. Been going down, 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 and it's slowly starting to trickle back up. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see. Okay, so you see here, it's been going down, down, down. Now it's moving sideways, but it's slowly starting to go back up. And if you look at the daily, all right, now we see a bullish harmonic pattern, and we see how this pair here has been just dropping for the longest time. This is what started back in end of June. It started dropping, and it dropped all the way down to about the end of July for about a solid month. It just kept dropping, 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 right? And now it finally hit the bottom point and is slowly coming back up. Now here we have a down arrow, but we still have a harmonic pattern. And typically these harmonic patterns will go up to this day one resistance right here and come back down, and then keep tracking back up. Now let's go to the next higher time frame, which is the weekly. Now this is even better looking, huh? Now we have a bullish harmonic pattern, and we see how the past few weeks the price has been dropping, just like we did on the daily. And now it has formed a bullish harmonic pattern, which is even stronger. The larger the time frame, the stronger the trend. All right. So we see here, we see a monthly resistance and a weekly resistance. Since the weekly is smaller time frame than the monthly, but it is higher, this weekly is actually a stronger resistance level. Okay. So meaning that this price right here is projected to go back up to this level here, and at least go to this level here. Okay, so now if we go to the monthly, which is the highest time frame, we see we have no harmonic pattern. We have a last harmonic pattern was a bearish one, right? But that's it's such a broad pattern, a broad time frame, that so much can happen in that span of time. And you're probably looking at 2 years here since this pattern was formed, right? Almost 2 years, a year and a half ago. So typically, you see how the price was way down here before, and the price eventually will go back down to this level. But that could be 3 or 4 more years from now. All right. So that's long term. But for right now, we have a super signal point up, and it looks like it's going back up towards this monthly resistance level. All right. The weekly is up here somewhere, and I don't have that on because I'm on the monthly chart. If we go back to the weekly, we see the weekly resistance, and I can draw a line right about here, a little bit above. Draw a blue. I chose the color of blue for this horizontal line. If we go back to the monthly, we see that blue line right there, and you see all these candles had come up to this line here. So that there indicates that is a pretty solid level of resistance. Okay, and you see here that the price had come down to this level, this level, this level, and now broke down, come down to this level, is going back up. So, and there's a monthly support line that was drawn at that level. So that is a very solid support level. All right. Now this resistance level is not that solid. Okay. It was at one point, but um, I don't know if that was like a year ago or whatever that this was formed. So I don't, that's probably done with by now. The weekly has overridden it. All right. This will repaint or form a new resistance level at some point in the future, maybe a year from now. I don't know. So anyhow, the weekly, for the trend, I like to look at the daily and weekly to get a clear picture of which way the price is going to long term. All right, and the monthly as well. So we see that all the daily, weekly, and monthly, the larger time frames, are all indicating that the price is going to go up, which is great. So we know we need to go up. Okay, long term. Now short term, it might be a different story. Throughout the day, you see the price going up and down all day. You might be able to catch some pips down, catch some pips up, but just keep in mind that overall the price is going up. So typically, you want to try to trade in the up direction, catch the pips on the up. That way, if there's a price breakout or something happens, it's going to follow the trend. Okay, it's going to keep going up. And if you go down here, let's go back down. Okay, I'm on the monthly. Okay, the weekly still showing up. Daily still showing up. Well, it's kind of showing down, but overall, it looks like it's going back up. And right now, it's kind of just hovering right here, not really doing anything. If you go to the 4 hour, we see the same kind of scenario, that it's just kind of sitting right here. We've been doing this all day long, where it's just been sitting right there, not really going up or down too much, not a huge amount of market movement, but we still have an up arrow. Okay, so for me right now would be a good time to buy and just sit and wait. Now if we look at the H1, all right, nice. This is a harmonic pattern on the hourly, and it is pointing up, right? And it looks like it's really going up, and it'll probably go up, probably this level or H1, I don't know, and come back down. All right. The solid lines are a solid level of resistance, and the dotted lines are a weaker level. All right. So it's probably going to go back up to this level, but I can't tell for sure. And then if you go on 30, same thing on 30-minute. It's pointing up. Now soon it will catch another super signal pointing down. And let's go down to the 15 minute. Now this has a super signal pointing down. It broke this 15-minute level resistance, so I can't quite tell where it's going to go. But keep in mind, when these smaller time frames, 30 minutes and below, you see a lot of repeating on these indicators, and this super signal here probably most likely will repaint. It's not a guarantee, but in the next 15 minutes you might form another candle here, and this arrow will jump to the next candle. So it might go up some more and then form a new super signal. But right now it's just of sitting right there, fighting downwards. Down the 5 minute, okay? And here, let's see, hold on. Alright, there we go. Alright, 5 minutes pointing down just like I thought it would. And it's kind of like, it's going down, shooting back up, but looks like it's going to come back down to this level again. Even though we had a bullish harmonic pattern here, it's starting to come back down. That's on the 5 minute. And then the 1 minute, hold on. Alright, the 1 minute showing a bearish harmonic pattern, and this most likely will repaint, but it hasn't repainted yet, so it's good. That's a good sign. And there's a 1 minute support line. That's a solid line, so it'll probably come down here and go back up again. Alright, and if we draw another horizontal line right about here, a little bit above, and then go to those higher time frames. Let's go to 5 minutes. Alright, we see that right here. Alright, that's the horizontal line I just drew there. And we see the 15 minute. We see that here's that line again. So that's more than likely where it's going to go. It's hard to say for sure. At least come back here, go back up a little bit, and come back down again. It might come down to this level, go back up, repaint, form a new super signal, and come back down again. So if you're trading on the smaller time frames, what you can do is set a pennant order for maybe 20 to 50 pips, small amounts, and then just catch it on the up and down. Set a pennant order up here, a pennant order down here. When it comes down, catch it. When it goes back up again, catch it. Alright, but if you want to be able to place a trade and just leave it and not have to worry about it, okay, like I tend to do, what I like to do is look at the bigger time frames, and see which way the trend is going. And we see on the large time frames that it is definitely bullish. The price is going up. So it may take a few more days for the price to keep going up. But what I like to do is find a low point to place a trade, to place a buy trade, okay? And right now it's trying to go down. So what I would probably do here in this case is place a limit order, a buy limit down this level somewhere, and wait for it to come down, and then go back up and just leave it. Alright, or I could just go have dinner, go somewhere, go shopping, come back in an hour from now, and then see where the price is. Okay, an hour from now the price might come down, start to go back up again, and then I can place a trade and get into it, since it has been going up and down all day anyhow. So I know it's going to come back down, and it's going to go back up again. We know that for a fact. So just keep in mind though, right now I would not trade, unless I was just trying to catch a few pips. I would not trade going down. I would just trade only going up. Alright, for me personally, I like to go with the trend. So when I get to a low point, I just place a trade and leave it. If I would have gotten this trade at this point, I would have just left it, let it run for a day or two. Alright, even though it's going to come back down, it's going to go back up again. And the lower point you can get into, the better in the long run, okay? But either way, even if you get in now, if you look at the weekly chart, even if you got in right now and just waited, a few weeks, then you would catch, hundreds, even thousands of pips. So anyhow, that's how I trade, and I like to look at all the time frames and try to judge a good entry point on the smaller ones, and just use the bit larger time frames for the trend and the smaller time frames for entry point. So I hope that clarified a little bit about time frames, and I really do believe that we need to look at all the time frames when trading, especially even when you're trading binary options. You need to know which way the market is going overall and go with that trend. Okay, so if you have any questions, please leave a message in my Facebook group or contact me on Facebook. I'll leave a link below the video for my Facebook group or for my personal Facebook page. Thank you and have a wonderful day.